Hello. We are live because she was trying to escape. Turn your phone off.
I was trying to do something.
We're talking about how to get unstuck. How to get unstuck with your health. So,
And you got me stuck now.
you got yourself stuck. That's where you sit up there watching videos. That's how she gets stuck because she's up here watching videos that's not going to do anything for her health.
I don't know. I didn't get to watch it. It might have.
So, just so that you all know, some of you probably are aware that we do coffee with my wife Kashima. We moved that over to another Facebook platform. And so this is more geared towards your health and getting unstuck. You know, a lot of people reach out to me here because they feel like either they're not at the weight that they want, or they don't have the energy that you want. You don't feel optimal, and you feel stuck. You're not really able to get to where you want to be, whether it's how you felt 20 years ago, or you've never really felt great, and you want to figure out how to change that, but you feel stuck. So why is that? Well, there's a few things that we have uncovered. The number one reason why people get stuck is because they don't have a destination. If you don't know where you want to be, it's hard to get there.
Sure.
Right? Would you agree? Like some people, they're in pain. It's like, I just want to be out of pain. That's not really a destination. That's like you want a negative symptom to go away. And so, well, the easiest way to do that is you go to your doctor, you get a shot of cortisone, or, take a pill. Okay, the pain goes away. Right?
Yeah.
That accomplishes, I just want the symptom.
Short term.
That's why most people do that, because you take a pill, it gets rid of the symptoms, problem solved, you go about your life. But you're still stuck because it didn't get to the root cause of why you're having the pain in the first place. So the problem is still there. You're just not feeling the symptom.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So now your health is still deteriorating, but you don't feel it. And so that's the problem. And so then years later, oh my God, I have osteoporosis. Why is that? I'm 20, 30 pounds overweight. Why is that? My hormones are all off. Why is that? And now I have even more inflammation, or I just been diagnosed with diabetes, or I just been diagnosed with heart disease, or the list goes on and on and on, because it's a snowball effect. All we did was we took away the check engine light, the indicator that was warning, there was the warning sign that there was a problem. You see? Right. So if you feel stuck in your health, ask yourself, do I have a destination? It can't just be, I want to get rid of these symptoms. Do you want to have the energy to be able to play with your grandkids? Do you want to have the energy to be able to do, to travel, to enjoy your retirement? Do you want to have the energy to really put forth to your career or your business? What is it that you want? Do you want to be less irritable? Do you want to be more present with your family? It's hard to be present when you don't feel well.
It is. And you always tell people they have to have a why.
Right.
They have to know why they wouldn't want to feel a certain way.
Yep.
Why do you want your health to be better than what it is? Why do you want to not have pain, wake up with pain every day? So that reason why is going to determine what you do about it.
Yes.
Because you don't want to have to rely on taking a pill or getting a shot or doing the temporary fixes. You want it to be resolved.
Yes, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because if you know what you want, but you don't know why you want it, you're not really driven to make the changes that are needed. Change is not easy. It doesn't mean that it has to be difficult, but it's not easy, right? It just doesn't happen. Our brain does not like change. It wants to keep itself safe, and safe is like, let's stay in the comfort zone. Let's keep doing what we know. Even if you feel horrible every day, even if you're overweight and don't have any energy every day, that is what your body and your brain knows, and it wants to stay there. Change is very difficult, okay? If you don't have a reason why. So in order to get yourself to actually change, you need a reason why. And I'll give you a secret. That why, it can't just be positive. You can't just have a positive why, because we will do more to avoid pain
Yeah.
than we will do to pursue pleasure. So, for instance, in the case of the grandkids, right, it's not good enough just to say, oh, I would just love to be able to play, basketball or play hide and go seek with my grandkids or what have you. That's a positive towards a reason, right? It's a positive
Right.
emotion, and that's great, but it's not enough. The negative emotion is what drives us, and a lot of times we don't want to feel that. It's painful. We don't want to feel right. Right. But imagine if you're ill, you get sick, and you're in the hospital all the time, and now your grandkids have to come visit you in the hospital, or you start like getting brain fog, you can't remember stuff, and now your grandkids are all like, oh, that's just grandmommy, she's a little off, she doesn't
Right,
really
she doesn't
remember
remember.
much,
Yeah.
and or the thought of you being a burden on your family. No one wants to think about that. But if you stay stuck in your health, that's what happens. And a lot of times that motivates a person, that pain and that thought, because you likely experienced it with your family. Like,
I know I did.
Yeah.
Before my health journey, I mean, you don't even have to be a grandparent to experience it. I was a parent, and I experienced it with my kids when my kids were younger, and I felt terrible. I felt so bad that I couldn't really get myself out of bed, but I knew that I had to get out of bed, and I knew that I had to take care of them. But not only I'll also take care of them, I also had to make them feel like they were kids. I had to, do activities with them, take them to the park, take them, to do what they love to do. So imagine not being able to give them that experience. So that was a why. That was a motivator too, because it wasn't just good enough that I wanted to do those things for myself.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be active. I just couldn't do it without them needing that for me. From me.
A lot of people that are hearing this that don't know your story, they might be thinking, well, what do you know about that? I mean, you look great. You're not. But for those that you don't know, Kashima was dealing with a lot of health problems, when she was in her 30s, and she, like 20, 30 pounds overweight?
I was almost 40 pounds
Almost
overweight.
40 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
She barely could get out of bed because of energy issues, right? Your mood was horrible. You were diagnosed with depression.
Yeah, I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism.
Hypothyroidism is one.
I had chronic fatigue to the point where I was literally falling asleep standing up. However, at night, I could not go to sleep, so I had insomnia as well.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I didn't know that part.
Oh, I didn't tell you about that?
No.
Oh, yeah. I was so tired during the day, but then at nighttime, I was wide awake, and I would be up till like maybe 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And then once I would fall asleep, I would have to wake up and get everybody ready and, for school and work and all those things. So I never really got like true restful sleep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you also were having other issues as well.
I had severe brain fog.
Yeah, the brain fog was terrible.
Memory loss, all of those things.
Yeah. So most people don't experience that. I mean, more and more people these days are, but most people don't experience that at like 30, 31, 32,
Right. That's what I was saying. It doesn't even have to be
Yeah, you don't
grandchildren.
have
It could be, it can happen when you're earlier, and it could be something that you're dealing with in your 30s and 40s.
Yeah, that is true. So the memory of that, of how you felt right now, and the contrast of like how you're operating now, like, is that what drives you, and is that what really keeps you focused on?
Oh, absolutely.
Maintaining your health now and
Yeah.
doing the hard stuff that you need to do?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's been 12 years since then, and there's no turning back because I never want to feel that way again. So even even if things are tempting and I feel like, oh, well, maybe I should, you know, eat a little bit of this or do a little bit of this, and I knowingly realize what it could do to my body, automatically it just gets shut down because I'm like, nope, I'm not going there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I know one thing for me, one thing is gluten, highly sensitive to gluten. And so I know how my body feels immediately the day after I have gluten. And just that fact alone makes me stay away from gluten.
You don't even have an issue.
I cannot, I mean, I can be starving and have a load of food that's filled with gluten in front of me and I will not eat.
Yeah. Yeah. And not even be tempted because she knows what it does to her. It's like looking at a table of like literal poison and saying, oh,
Exactly.
maybe I should eat this poison, right? Because she knows what it does to her body. And it's that fear, is that pain, that memory of that
Going
pain
back to that
doesn't even make that tempting to you.
Exactly.
So if you are feeling stuck, then what a lot of people do just to make themselves feel like they're doing something is they seek out information, right? They look at this webinar, or look at this summit, or buy this book, and all the information. We're in a state of information overload. All the information in the world is not really going to do anything if you don't really define your destination, your reason why, link it to an emotion, and then that's what's going to cause you to take action. And then once you're taking action, then you find the right blueprint, the right action, the right coach and mentor to help you through that. But before you get there, you're just spinning your wheels at that point. So hope this is helpful. And we're gonna go. If you have any questions, type it in the comment section, because we're gonna be coming on here live and answering some questions more regularly. So love to connect. All right, take care, everyone.
Bye. Enjoy your day.